Good morning. Yeah, okay, that's right. Working. Good morning. It's 6:33 a.m. on Thursday, January 12th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I stayed homesick from work yesterday and I still don't feel good, but it's like I have stuff to do and how bad do you feel, before you make that call? Ugh. It's not a fun decision to make. Um, we'll see. I'll probably, you know, push through it today. Because it's one thing if I suspect, well, I don't need to get into the details there. But point being, I still don't feel great. On the other hand, I did have a great session of so many levels last night. It was so fun, and it was a perfect illustration of how fun and ridiculous and interesting and creative a game like Dungeons and Dragons can be. Because whereas, so it's just a perfect illustration of what's different between a game like that and, say, a video game role playing game. Because I had in mind all of these different possible things that the party might do next, and encounters and things that might highlight, um, highlight the different characters. And so, like, so there was already going to be a change on the menu because one of the things that I had in mind, that they were going to encounter pretty soon in or in the episode session was that it was basically an encounter designed to highlight one particular character, and then Luna, settle down. Yes. See, well, you're doing that thing again, Luna. Right, you're doing stuff, and then I point the camera at you and you stop. Maybe that's what I should just do every time. Every time she's barking and I want her to stop, I just need to point the camera at her. What was I talking about? Right. Okay. The short version of that whole story is that I thought that there were several different things that the party might do, and I had sort of planned encounters accordingly to have something prepared for any direction that the characters might go. And then the party ended up putting on a street theater improvised version of a show based on the legend created by their own actions in the past episodes. And I'll go ahead and just confess that I did not anticipate that particular direction. That was and I had to improvise that on the fly. And but it was great because they made a plan. They did preparation and went out and got props and made signs in game, and and then had audience participation, and it was kind of hilarious. And it's just an illustration of the sort of silly things that the characters can get up to in a game like that, where you don't have to program that stuff in advance. And you probably wouldn't program that in advance because, like, if I was writing a novel, say, it's not necessarily like the whole point that's interesting here is that it really builds a world and lets the characters make their own decisions within it. And this one was just kind of based on some little bit of dialogue from a supporting character. They noticed a little loose thread and they pulled on it and just kept pulling until this happened. And I think that was delightful, and it is part of what makes these games so fun. I still have kind of a headache. which is part of why I feel like just got brain fog today, which is, well, I'll figure something out. But go watch the latest So Many Levels. We joked that it's a good place to start because it features the characters talking about their backstories more than they ever have so far, and then also doing a dramatic staging of the story so far. So in any case, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.